What are the characteristics of some of the highest performing teams? I'm reading this book called Talent Wins by Ram Charan. R-A-M, first name, C-H-A-R-A-N is the last name. Great book. I recommend it to everybody. My executive team is reading it. It's going to be a highly recommended book to all of my leadership team. Talent Wins. I encourage you to go out and read it. And in there, I quoted this expert, and it talked about the leaders of the highest performing teams cared about their team members, provided opportunities for career growth, set clear expectations and goals, held their teams accountable for success, and recognized outstanding performance, right? Not surprising. This is kind of leadership 101. In the book, actually, one thing I disagree with, it calls it management 101. And if you've listened to my blogs, you know I think there's a big difference between management and leadership. And what I just quoted to you, I don't think is management. I think processes are managed. I think if you talk about people managers, it just reminds me of people babysitting and watching over people to make sure that work gets done. And I don't believe in that at all. I think if you think you have to do that, you don't have the right team. And if you do have the right team and you're leading like that, they're going to hate it. Nobody wants that to be micromanaged. But leadership is engaging with the team. It's doing what we just talked about, providing opportunities for career growth. Setting clear expectations and goals, holding them accountable. People want to be held accountable, and recognizing outstanding performance. You can't only recognize your team or talk with them when something bad has happened, right? And that is easy to do in operational teams and service delivery teams, to only recognize them when something has gone wrong. And that's the clearest way of creating disengagement with those teams. We need to celebrate the successes as we have them. And what's interesting on here, I don't see like parties, happy hour, potlucks, all these other things. Now, those are all great. I'm not saying don't do those. Those are awesome. They're opportunities for fun, to gather, to celebrate some of the outstanding results, to build personal connection. I'm a huge believer in all of that. I just warn you, if you think if that's the only way you're creating engagement, I think you're wrong. And we have seen that here in our organization over the years. The leaders who only did that, but did not create career goal growth or set those expectations and goals and recognize performance, they had a disengaged team. They don't want to just have fun. They want to perform and they want to achieve and they want to know they make a difference. And so balancing those two, by the way, if you only do that and you don't have fun, that's out of balance as well. So balancing those two are the keys. So let's have that in our minds as we go through 2022, and especially as we continue to come back together and do some of these things in person together, creating relationship, which is important. So when we go away, we're even more effective and more engaged.